happened. Someone got killed, and the other side wanted payback.
Free Big U.
And then 30s or 40 years now that's been happening.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
You're talking about multi-generational.
40 years.
Multi-generational beef.
That's crazy.
That started with someone that people probably have never even met. You know, didn't
a 40-year-old beef, bro, over. I guarantee you a lot of these youngsters, whether they from the 60s or the 8 trays, bro, they probably don't even know why they don't like 8 trays or 60s. YouTube. Mark, man, what poppin', man? Welcome back to the channel, man. Welcome back to another reaction, man. We got another Warren Kelly documentary, bro. Shout out to Warren Kelly, man. Y'all make sure y'all go sub his channel, bro. He got a lot of great content when it comes to like the California politics, you know what I'm saying, the California gang banging. And me personally, like, every time I react to one of these, I like to tell y'all, man, like, I be intrigued about the California politics. Not saying that I want to be a gang member or not saying I want to live that life, bro. It's just, like, amazes me the way that these guys think and the way these guys were raised, you know what I'm saying? Especially the older guys who really ain't banging like that no more, but they actually was banging when gang banging was gang banging. Back when it wasn't no cameras on the street corners, back when you didn't have camera phones, back when it really wasn't no rats. Like, if you survived that era of gang banging, bro, you did your thing. So today, man, Warren Kelly took us over there where them 8 Trey Gangsta Crips was, man. He talked about Monster Kody, bro, you feel me? And I be hearing about Monster Kody on No Jumper, man. I think Aunt Hefe questioned Wack 100 because Wack 100 said that Big U had more influence than Monster Kody, and Aunt Hefe was like, I beg to defer, you feel me? So this is one documentary he did. We might react to another one later on, but this one right here, he go into detail about Monster Kody and the beef that he had with the Rolling 60 Crips, you feel me? So we're gonna hop into that, man. Hey, y'all make sure y'all like it up, sub it up, man. Ring that bell, hit all, man. We trying to hit that 2K by the day, so do that for your boy. Let's get it.
Cal, in this episode, I will detail the death of a young 8 Trey gangster member and how Monster Kody took revenge.
Both big youngsters. Boo, bad, boo, bad, 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 boo. Squalling. Fool named Daryl Oaks, the hood just recruited. He was originally from 9-0. Went around the corner, got the strap. The homie. Came back. He was on the hood like 2 days. He thought it was something more serious than just the fisticuffs, and that's all it was. And it's 79. Ooh, this is the 70s. It's September 79. Man.
Back when gang banging was gang banging, you know what I mean? 79, man, back when you had to be like that, bro. Like, back when you couldn't just call the police and the police come and investigate, bro. When the police came out, somebody was gone, out of here, finito, dead. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Monster Kody come from that era.
The 70s. It's all about this, fool. Fool come back with the heat. Tell Fatty move, dump, boom, boom. Kill Tyrone. Shoot him in the head and the chest. Shoot.
Long live Tyrone. Long live Unc. No cap, whoever that is. Long live him.
Bogart. Boom from the 60s in the stomach. Rest of them break. We all
long live Bogart.
Like, damn.
In 1979, along with Tookie's arrest, was the start of the 8 Trey Rolling 60s war.
You know what I'm saying? They said, I don't know, something went down and some dude was from 9-0 but had started claiming 8 Trey and was hanging out with the 8 Treys and said that they had some little petty little beef that they were just gonna, squab it out and squash it and go on about their business. But, this guy didn't know that it wasn't turned up like that, and he overreacted and blasted on the dude from 60. And
no, they almost don't know why they're beefing. No. You see what I'm saying? Because it's so far removed.
So you telling me the 60s and the 8 Trey beef started over somebody not knowing it was just supposed to be a fight and he just killed somebody, bro? All these years, ain't nobody pulled up and just said sorry. This crazy work.
From the origin of that.
I saw they wore front hand,
Fight happened, someone got killed, and the other side wanted payback.
Free Big U.
And then 30s or 40 years now that's been happening.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
You're talking about
Well over 40 years.
multi-generational beef
That's crazy.
that started with someone that people probably have never even met. You know, didn't
A
he?
40-year-old beef, bro, over. I guarantee you a lot of these youngsters, whether they from the 60s or the 8 trays, bro, they probably don't even know why they don't like 8 trays or 60s. They don't even know. That's crazy just to even wrap your mind around that, bro. You know how many people probably done lost their life with that war and it started over a completely misunderstanding, bro.
No, these days have no idea who that is.
They don't.
And so forth.
By 1980, the A-Tray Gangsta Crips were already a well-known Crip gang in Los Angeles, already having years of beef with blood gangs like the Inglewood families. But by 1979, Crip rivals began to emerge, with hoods like the Rolling 60 Crips and the A-Tray Gangsters beginning to have a war. And ever since 1979, a back and forth between the two attributed to a lot of gang violence and a lot of deaths.
That's crazy,
James
bro.
Cameron, a.k.a. Twinkie, was a young, respected member of the A-Tray Gangsters. He was born around 1966 and was put on the A-Tray Gangsters in the late 70s. He was viewed as a young homie who was really down for his gang. On Thanksgiving 1979, from Monster Cody's account, another homie named Little Doc, Twinkie, and Monster Cody himself were walking down the street. Monster Cody was strapped with a revolver, and Little Doc had his own gun. Monster Cody handed the gun to Twinkie. Then less than a few minutes later, police pulled up on him. Twinkie was arrested with the gun, but he never told. Gaining the respect of Monster Cody.
Shout out
and all
Twinkie.
the A-Tray gangsters.
Keeping it real.
He was released in 1980. He was only 13 at the time of his arrest. With already being released by 1980, in October of 1980, on 84th Street in the A-Tray Gangsters turf. Twinkie, who was 14 years old at this time, was arguing with his girlfriend April. April wanted to go home that night instead of spending the night with Twinkie. Twinkie had no problem with that, but it was almost midnight. Twinkie walked April to the bus stop, taking his gun, knowing that his gang and the Rolling 60s had their own side war. Once at the bus stop, they stood and talked. Twinkie spotted a car, which he believed to be someone from the Rolling 60 Crips. Monster Cody later said from his own words, which had later been identified as Pretty Boy from Rolling 60's car. Twinkie pulled out his weapon.
Oh, that pretty boy right there? Pretty Ricky, what they called him. Hey, okay.
Pretty Boy from Rolling 60's car. Twinkie pulled out his weapon to fire on the car, but April...
Hey, man. Hey, what's the name of Monster Cody's book, man? I think I'm going to get it and read it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Right now I'm reading, like, non-fiction books. I think I'm going to read Monster Cody's. But anyway, I think this is from Monster Cody's book. It says, suddenly Twinkie spotted the Chevy, which we had identified as Pretty Boy's car. He pulled out his weapon to fire on the car, but April grabbed his hand, saying he should let them go on. They weren't bothering anybody and that they probably hadn't even seen him. Twinkie put away his strap. Now, 3 minutes later, the 60s crept up from behind and fired one round from the long barrel shotgun, striking Twinkie in his upper left side below the armpit. Basically a hard shot. Twinkie in shock ran across the street and collapsed. Bro, his girl must really didn't know how deep in he was, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, right, when you think about it, because the only reason he was out, bro, you feel me? And I don't know these guys. Like, I'm just trying to basically think of the whole ordeal in my head. So the only reason that Twinkie was out, bro, is because his girl didn't want to stay at his crib. It was midnight, you know what I'm saying? Him being a gentleman, bro. Him being a gentleman. He basically like, hey, I'll walk you to the bus stop, bro. You can get on the bus and you can go to the crib. Why he didn't have no car? I don't know. I don't even know how old Twinkie was. Maybe Twinkie ain't had no license. I don't know. We ain't judging Twinkie. Honestly, I think he's a great guy. Long live Twinkie. He's a great guy. You feel what I'm saying? For walking his girl to the bus stop. This day and age, these little jigaboos, bro, they ain't finna walk nobody nowhere. You know what I'm saying? They gonna make her call her own Uber, and she gonna have to walk outside and get in that Uber. They ain't looking through the blinds, none of that. They laying in the bed. You don't wanna stay here, you can go, call your own Uber, get out, no gap. You know, that's how they rocking the road today. So shout out to Twinkie for walking his girl to the bus stop, you feel me? Now, he walking her to the bus stop, bro. He see a car, he like, that pretty mother. You know what I'm saying? Pretty Ricky, what they call him. Like, he seeing, bro. And he like, man, I'm finna go ahead and fight. I'm finna go ahead and let them know we ain't playing. I'm finna go ahead and fight them before they fight me. She say, no, put the gun down. They ain't bothering nobody. Just walk me to this bus stop so I can go home. Everything gonna be okay. Twinkie like, you know what? You right. Not even 5 minutes later, this pretty Ricky, what they call him, pull up. Boom! Boys in the hood, Twinkie. Crazy work, man. Crazy work, bro.
Minutes later, the rolling 60s crept up from behind and fired one shot, striking Twinkie in his upper left side, below the armpit, and basically hitting him in the heart. Twinkie in shock ran across the street and collapsed. The shooters then sped off in the car and were never caught. Twinkie said in his last moments, allegedly, "Mama, I'm gonna be good. I ain't gonna bang no more, mama. I'm gonna be good." He died soon after the buckshot in his heart. Twinkie was only 14 years old.
So y'all were right. Cause you know I said Twinkie ain't had no car. I don't know why I wasn't gonna judge Twinkie, but he wasn't in but 14, bro. Just think about that. Twinkie 14 years old, already standing on business, man. You know what I'm saying? Already like, hey, I'm gonna walk my girl to the bus stop, bro. You feel what I'm saying? With the screen out, no cap, man. That crazy word, bro.
All the 8 trays were out for revenge. Even Twinkie's mother, who called Mr. Kody over after Twinkie's death. Twinkie's mom supplied Mr. Kody and his crew with guns.
What do you want to say? It's a mother, her face, a mask was still, eyes burning like hellfire. Doc came in after me. Once both of us were seated, Twinkie's mother got to her feet and walked around to us. Those guns belong to James, she said, picking up one revolver then another. He would want you to have them. He would also want you to use them. You are his homeboys, his friends, and because of this, I have called you two over here to tell you personally, I don't want to ever see you again if you can't kill them MFers that killed my boy. You bring me newspapers, you make the news, but you better do some things to avenge my son's death. I just sat and looked up at her with total admiration. Damn, she was down, man. Crazy work, bro. Bro. Shout out to Miss whoever, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a gangbanger. I'm not a street guy. But, like, I feel like in these days, bro, the homies ain't even doing this, bro. The homies ain't even standing on business like this. So to know his mama was like, look, I don't want no police to get him. I don't want no dog to bite him. I don't want them to have no car accident. I don't want them to get bit by sharks. I want y'all to get them. Because my boy was y'all homeboy. And if y'all can't step, if y'all can't get no get back, if y'all can't stand on that big business, then I don't ever want to see you again. You better bring me some newspapers. I better turn on the TV and see that pretty mother gone. Pretty Ricky, what they call him. I ain't capping, bro. That's so gangsta, don't make no sense.
She wanted the man who killed Twinkie to be murdered and wanted all the rolling 60s to feel Twinkie's death. She would even say things like, I want to see all them on the news and I want to see newspapers of their deaths. Twinkie's mom even took revenge shooting up April's home.
What? She shot up April high? In front of April's house we sat momentarily. Then Twinkie's mother got out with a revolver, standing wide leg on April's grass. She opened fire and 6 rounds into her house. I thought about doing likewise, but I felt she needed to do that alone. Back in the car, she said she honestly felt that April had set Twinkie up to be ambushed and that she added we should kick April off the set. I told her I'd talk to China about it. Rumors about April's survival and Twinkie's death spread. Why hadn't April been shot too? And why did she instruct him to not shoot? Rumors and ill feelings intensified when April. Man, what name of this book, man? I gotta read this book, bro. I gotta read this book, gang. What the name of Mr. Kody book, man?
Mr. Kody in attendance. She wanted to kill April. April became on the A-Tray Gangsters hit list, but then believing she set up Twinkie.
That's crazy.
Mr. Kody followed this up by shooting up some rolling 60s at 59th Street Elementary in a rolling 60s turf, even engaging in several shootouts with the rolling 60s after losing Twinkie. After going to 5 funerals of dead friends due to the war with the rolling 60s, at this point, Mr. Kody was dedicated to get revenge for his homies like Twinkie.
Boy, Mr. Kody was like that, wasn't he? I felt nothing but a sense of duty. I had been to 5 funerals in the previous 2 years and had been stilled by seeing people whom I had laughed and joked with, played and eaten with, dead in a casket. Revenge was my every thought. Only when I had put work in could I feel good that day. But this was King Von before it was a King Von. This crazy work. Bro, Monster Kody should have been a rapper, bro. Straight up. Otherwise, I couldn't sleep. Work does not always constitute shooting someone. Though this is the ultimate. Anything from wall banging, writing your set name on the wall, advertising, to spitting on someone, to fighting. It's all work. And I was a hard worker, bro. Employee of the month, shout. I gotta get this book, folks.
War with the Rolling 60s. At this point, Monster Kody was dedicated to get revenge for his homies like Twinkie, and that made him one of the deadliest gangsters to come from LA. Monster Kody allegedly has been a part in over 10 Rolling 60s deaths.
Do you have any idea how many people you've killed?
No, I don't even know.
Monster Kody said he stopped counting, man. Monster Kody said, I don't. I'm surprised he didn't get up and kill this reporter. What kind of question is that to ask a real gangster, bro? Monster Kody say, nah, I don't know that, gang.
I wonder how many people Oliver North killed. I don't know.
What? How many people? Who killed?
No, I don't even know. I wonder how many people Oliver North killed.
Oliver North, whoever that is.
Or Norman Sportscom. He's a hero, isn't he? I don't know.
Oh.
But you remember doing it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I was engaged in the war, and the rules of engagement were kill or be killed, you know?
You say it's a war. Who are the sides? Who's fighting who? Over what?
It's a war, actually, for nothing other than the destruction of human beings.
What?
The end result is to create funerals. As many soldiers as you can drop on the other
The
side.
war is taking
That's
toll.
crazy,
The criminal
bro.
act I've committed has been in commission in trying to destroy some aspect of Rolling 60s. Crip organization, and my whole life has been spent primarily on that mission. Today, even now, I consider myself a Rolling 60 killer.
This will conclude this episode. If you haven't already, check out my previous episodes. Don't forget to like.
Man, rock with my dog Warren Kelly, man. Like, comment, sub it up for him, you did. But hey, Monster Kody said his main mission in life was to kill all Rolling 60s. Nip, I'm so sorry that you had to sit here and go through that, my boy. I apologize, bro. But he was on demon time, my boy. You gotta admit that. He said that was his life mission. And he said right now, today, he still consider himself a Rolling 60, you know what. That crazy. I wonder is Monster Kody still alive. Let's see, man. I gotta get that book, though. I'm gonna make sure I buy that book. I'm gonna buy that book tomorrow. No care. Let's see. Let's see, Monster Kody. Oh, he died in 2021. Dang, he lived a long time, bro. Let's see then. Let's see his books. He got a lot of books, bro. Thug Life, Monster, another Thug Life book, Stand Up Struggle, Monster, the autobiography. I think I'm gonna get that one, bro. I'm gonna get Monster, the autobiography, man. I wanna read that, gang. I ain't gonna care, bro. But I'm gonna buy it though, bro, because I wanna support his fam, man. You feel me? Not saying that like I'm a 8-Tray gangster supporter and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I just wanna, you know what I'm saying, support. Let's see, how did Monster Kody die? He wrote 1993. Okay. They ain't telling me how he passed though. Oh, natural causes. God bless him. He died from natural causes, man. So that lead me to, like, he was born in like the 60s and he died in like 2021, they said, I think. So Monster Kody he was 57 years old, man. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of young. Now that my dad is like 60, 57 is, I think that's young. You feel me? But hey though, man, boy, a lot of y'all members, bro, a lot of y'all steps, a lot of y'all gang members better be glad, bro, that y'all wasn't stepping and banging back in the day, cause y'all would have had to run into somebody like Monster Kody, and he was like King Von times 30, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like he took pride in stepping on his ops. You feel me? And he wasn't just stepping on them records either. He was strategizing how to unalive as many Rolling 60 Crips as he could, bro. And you know what I'm saying? I just feel like he was, even though he was a murderer, bro, and he admitted it, I just feel like he still was blessed, bro, to be here for 57 years, and he died of natural causes. That's crazy to me, bro. Crazy work. But anyway, let me know how y'all feel about this one in the comment section down below, man. Don't forget to like that video. Don't forget to sub it up. After you sub it up, make sure you ring that bell. After you ring that bell, make sure you hit all, because I don't need y'all to be missing these bangers, folks. You feel me? 2K, man. We got that today. That's all I got to say. 2K, we got that today, folks. Mark life or no life, Mark well no way, and I'll be coming OTM. We getting scrap the money. Y'all make sure y'all check in with the kid. All links in the description down below to every YouTube channel that I got. Y'all rock out. Tap in, man. Mark life or no life, Mark well no way. Y'all know we coming OTM. We getting scrap the mud. Like, sub, comment. Hit me up on that ground, Keen_7 and PyramidList.us will be up this fall. I love y'all. See y'all on that next vid. Let's get it. Gang, gang. You know we got the streets, nigga. We got the trap too. I say my trap doing numbers, I just bust another jewel, got a player around the corner, hey. I say my trap doing numbers like that 05 summer, got a quarter pound on me, hey. The trap, doing numbers, the trap.